Hello everybody, what is up, Proptoes here? We finally have the Nintendo Switch, no not the NX, the Nintendo Switch. So they finally announced it. I know, I'm late on doing this video, but I thought well, for one, I didn't have time to do the work, but also I figured I'd get a little bit more information before I make this video, because I would have wanted to do a reaction. I would have been wanting to show video here, but of course, you know, Nintendo, they're going to copyright the shit out of any form of video that's probably in there. I don't know, but I'm just going to use JPEG images just to be safe. Alright, so to get off the bat, this system is freaking awesome. I'm going to provide the link to the original video, the trailer for it below, because it is freaking cool. I'm so glad they went this route, because the first time we did the Wii U, it was just kind of like, hey guys, look at this controller, hey, the controller. And like, nobody's like, so it's just a controller? Is this an add-on, or what is this? Then it's like, guess what guys, it's out in 2 weeks. I'm just like, oh, okay, so that's the thing, nobody was prepared, marketing really was kind of horrible for it. Now this one is freaking cool, it's actually pretty freaking innovative, which is one thing Nintendo's pretty damn good at. So it looks like, as you can see right here, actually, never mind, I'll show a picture right here. But yeah, as you can see, it looks like a full-on console now. As to it, like, I know it definitely does charge the screen on it, but I'm guessing I'm assuming maybe it adds more power to it, because there's no way the full power and all of that could just be on the screen alone. I'm assuming maybe your graphics get a bit dumbed down once it switches to you only using the pad, but it's freaking cool. Because like, you have your controller, it looks like that freaking weird dog with a deformed face. I don't know why, but yeah. But yeah, I was looking at that, I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. Not a bad controller. And all of a sudden, he freaking takes his two side panels off, switches it in, like pulls the whole screen. I'm like, oh shit, no way, you can take that on the freaking go? That is cool, because like with this system, well, I'm going to get into how many developers are supporting later, but it's just freaking cool the fact that you can take a full-on console. I don't know whether it's going to be PS4 quality or what. I'm assuming maybe it might be, hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, the fact that you can take stuff like freaking Skyrim, your freaking like full-on console Super Mario, your Mario Kart, like full console version on the go. I'm not just talking about, oh, a PC gaming on the go. I mean, this is just a normal thin handheld you can take wherever you want. And yes, it has a headphone jack, unlike Apple. I don't have to throw that one in there, but anyway, so the cool part is it's not a disc-based system. It's actually going old school and going back to like cartridge, like little cards. Like, so it's not, I don't know what type it is. I definitely know it's not 3DS cards, but they're about, from what I saw from the video, like, I'll see if I can find an image and put it in here, but it's roughly about like this big, or this big, but you just pop it into the top, then boom, you got your game. So I was like, well, that's gonna be interesting. We haven't had anything that hasn't been like CD-based for a console since the PlayStation 1. Actually, no, since the Sega's Dreamcast, because that's when the whole CD-based thing started. And I think after that was PS1, everybody started doing it. Went away from cartridges. But that is really cool to see. The thing I'm also curious about is how much memory is going to be in these games, because it's obvious to see that, for one, as far as I've been hearing, the system is not backwards compatible. I know it did show Mario Kart, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be like their old digital deal or something like that. But I don't know if the home console, because we've only got like what they show in some images, but we haven't got like a clear look at what the connections are in the back. What's in the front? Is that base have maybe a CD drive in the front where you can put Wii U games? I don't know. It's not really any decent way to tell, so it might just be all digital, so we'll have to see with that one. But all in all, this system impresses the crap out of me, especially the fact that when they're showing it, they're all in the car. They had like this weird stamp thing that went onto like the back seat, but then they split the controller off, handed it to another guy, and they're sitting there doing two-player on Mario Kart, which I imagine on that freaking controller. They're like, what is this, a controller for ants? But yeah, like, I just sit there and look like, that is pretty fucking cool. So you can play multiplayer Mario Kart. I don't imagine that would work well for Smash Bros. Whatsoever, but still cool nonetheless. And the fact that you can sit there is like I'm curious, is that I'm pretty sure it's remastered Skyrim. They haven't confirmed it, but they didn't flat out deny it when they were asked about it after the whole reveal. Now the next part, like the thing that the Wii U messed up on is they barely had any support from third-party developers, because mainly the Wii U was designed, I forgot the correct wording for this, but basically the infrastructure and the way that they used to make the games was the complete opposite of the Xbox One and PS4, which screwed it over so much because developers, they looked at it as like, well, this system's not selling a lot, it has lower specs, a completely different programming method, and yeah, they just decided, yeah, it's not worth freaking having to do so much extra work to put it on a console that's not selling, which is probably why it wasn't selling, because like, yeah, why? But yeah, then also, besides like Smash Bros. And maybe some Mario Kart, Nintendo's not a full-on like, hey, online heavy system. Which who knows, maybe this one, it probably might be perfected by now, we'll see. But yeah, so it is really cool to see like they actually showed, oh, of course all the image for you right over here, but they have so many developers. I mean, I looked down the whole list and it's like, I recognize pretty almost every single one of these units is a fudge ton. So it's really cool to see that they are actually getting third-party developers in there. Unreal Engine 4 has said how cool the system is, and it's just like, I don't know, I think they're finally gonna get this one right, because the GameCube was like, I don't know, that one didn't sell, but it did have a lot of good games. The Wii was like, okay, this is cool, hey, motion controllers, but they didn't have like a ton of like, I don't know, it seems like core or more heavy gamer type games. It's more like, hey, these are fun motion controls and a boatload of freaking shovelware, but yeah, this one is like, and then the Wii U is kind of like, you have some shovelware, some main titles, but it wasn't like really, I don't know, never really seemed like the Wii U would have a ton of games. I mean, it was out for a while. So that's why I'm kind of glad that I've seen this one. I'm like, now this looks like it's going to be supported for a while. This looks like a lot of developers are like, hey, this is kind of cool, let's go ahead and develop for this system, because we'll probably be able to get, like, I don't know if it's going to have Battlefield, because it's not coming out till, I believe, March 2017, so I don't know if they're going to, like, play catch-up and release all the games that are on these, or Xbox One and PS4, and then have it already be ready for the Nintendo Switch. I keep trying to call it the NX, I'm like, no, it's Switch now. Or, actually, my roommate came with the cool new Nintendo Snap. See, that was kind of cool, but then the system doesn't really, I guess it kind of snaps together, but yeah, I don't know. I like the NX personally, it kind of sounded cool, but Nintendo Switch, not bad, not bad. But yeah, so, well, let me know what your guys' comments are on the system, because so far it seems really freaking cool. I'm really curious to see what the specs will be on this with the battery life on the screen. I'm pretty damn sure it's a touch screen. I want to see what the freaking, I know they're not going to show us this till like way later, but I want to see what the whole layout's going to be, because the Wii U's one, it was kind of cool, but of course obviously they're going to have to switch that up, so how are they going to do it? Are they going to still have the same kind of like Miiverse community? Will there be a stylus where you can draw pictures like they do on the Wii U and post it? I mean, that's one thing I've seen people get oddly freaking talented with. And yeah, so there's still a lot of questions about this console. I supposedly hear, like, this is a rumor, I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but supposedly that Nintendo's not going to be announcing any more information until a little bit before the launch next year, so that, I don't know, but otherwise it's cool. And from what I heard, the system's only $299, which is, for a new system and what this thing can do, not bad actually, because seeing that the Xbox One and PS4 launched for $400, and I think the Wii U, if I remember correctly, is about $350 or more. But yeah, so the fact that this one straight up comes out $299 and the half the crap it can do, that's freaking sick. The fact you can just like disconnect it on the screen, connect it on your TV, it's like, that's freaking badass. I really want to see what else this console is going to be able to do. I did hear there will be Pokemon games coming towards it, whether that means like 3DS games maybe? That'd be kind of, actually that'd be pretty fucking badass to have on that big screen. And also, is it going to replace the 3DS? Will the 3DS be no more after this? Will they bother to continue making more handheld consoles after this? Honestly, I think they should, because their 3DS is always a really high selling one. There's always a ton of those, is always popular with the kids. And it's kind of cool as that little thing just shoving in your pocket and boom, you're good. But I don't know, so yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think below. Do you think that the Switch will be replacing the 3DS? Do you think it's a good console? And are you going to be buying it when it launches? Alright folks, that's all I have for today. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe because it helps a lot, and I will catch you guys later.